How many different accounts do you have for investing? If you said checking and savings, those don't count. If you think about it, both are designed to decrease your money, whether you're paying bills through your checking or inflation is eating away at the purchasing power that's in your savings account. If you could only think of your pension as your wealth building account, then you're in the right place, because today we're going to be talking about these 5 accounts that you should have in addition to your pension to blow up your wealth. And best of all, these accounts apply to every single teacher and staff that are in the education field. Let this year become the year that you become intentional about building your wealth. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode. If you don't know, I'm Afro Senpai. I'm a high school math teacher, but I also love to talk about financial literacy and investing. So my mission is simple: help staff and faculty in education build their wealth so they have more options in life and in retirement. And don't worry if you're just starting out your career, or you've been in it for 20 years, or you're a paraeducator who may have a smaller salary. By the end of the video, you're going to know exactly which accounts to focus on first. So the first account wealth builders should have is the Roth IRA. Even if you're not in the education space and you're getting earned income from a job, you should open up a Roth IRA, because this is going to allow you, in addition to your Social Security, have a source of income in retirement. And because you're contributing money that has already been taxed because you're getting it from your paycheck, all of the money that you withdraw within retirement is tax-free. I cannot stress this enough. If you're 18, or if you're just starting as a new teacher, you're probably about 22. Starting a Roth IRA now is the best decision that you can make for your future self, because it's the easiest way to become a millionaire if you're just letting your money compound over time. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you where you're going to see me walk through step by step how to open up a Roth IRA with Charles Schwab. If you look at the timestamp on the actual video, I think it's less than 10 minutes. And some of the video is me explaining how to do things at particular steps. So less than 10 minutes of your day, you can start your investing journey. I'm a big proponent of Robinhood because it has the best user interface. But when it comes to all of the different options and features that a platform can offer you, Charles Schwab is above Robinhood. Account number 2 is a brokerage account. Now, if you're thinking the Roth IRA is for retirement long-term, then the brokerage account is your short-term wealth building account. You're able to put money in, let it grow, but if you need something like a down payment for a house, or there's a big emergency, you can withdraw that money by selling some of your positions. Now, because it's a brokerage account and it doesn't have any tax advantages, you are taxed on the gains. And I can go over in a different video how taxes work on that if you want. So let me know in the comments. Say something like taxes, and I'll know that people want to know how tax structure works within a brokerage account. So to recap, you have your short-term investing account, which is your brokerage account. You have your long-term investing account, which is your Roth IRA. And again, you can use that same video that I showed for the Roth IRA. All you have to do is click brokerage when I select Roth IRA in the video. It's pretty much the exact same process. And the beautiful thing about a platform having your information, if you want to open up an additional account, they have all of your information already there for you. You just have to select which new account that you want. Like I said, you can have both of these accounts on the same platform, but if you wanted to do 2 different platforms, then I would suggest Robinhood for your brokerage and keep your Roth IRA at Charles Schwab. If you want a free stock from Robinhood, I also have a link in the description where both of us can get a free stock just because you sign up. We're about halfway through the list. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. So let's continue with the traditional rollover IRA. Let's say you worked in a different school district, or you worked for a different company that offered a retirement account. There is money somewhere out there waiting for you that you've not done anything with. Now, sometimes they might just flat out send you a check. You don't want to do that. You want to roll over the money into a different account. When I first started my wealth building journey, I left my former district. I knew that I had had contributed money to a 403b. And so now that I'm in my new district, I'm able to take that money and now roll it over into whatever new account that I want. And I chose to roll it over into Vanguard at the time, and now it's over at Schwab because I just consolidated all my investment accounts. So if you're just starting out or you've not invested at all, this one might not apply to you. Now, the last two are going to come into play once school actually starts back up, because if you're like me, you don't want to have anything to do with the school unless you absolutely have to. So I'm not really checking emails. I'm hanging out in my pajamas all day. You know what it is. I deserve this. So the fourth account is the 403b or 457b deferred compensation plan. Now, you've heard of corporate America having 401ks, their retirement accounts, which is tax deferred money. Government employees have 403bs. Now, if your school happens to not have a designated 403b plan at their school, they should have something along the lines of a deferred compensation plan, which is you're just setting it up yourself. And something relatively new that happened in the last couple years for my school is they have access now to a Roth version, and you always want to opt for the Roth because it's tax-free in retirement. So you won't have access to more of your paycheck because all of this is going to your supplemental retirement plan. But the beauty of the deferred compensation Roth version is that the contribution limit is exponentially higher. It's like 3 times higher than the standard Roth IRA contribution limit. The last one is a health savings account, HSA. Now, if your employer offers a medical plan and there's a high deductible option, then you want to opt for the higher deductible plan, and then we're going to fortify that with an HSA. The HSA has a triple tax advantage savings strategy that I use, and I'll leave a link in the description for the video that highlights the strategy. This list was curated because it's in order of what you should do now to later. Opening up your Roth IRA and brokerage can be done in a matter of minutes before the weekend gets here. Like I said, you might not have access to money to roll over into a traditional IRA. And to see if your district has access to a 403b or 457, you're going to want to talk to HR. And you can't switch over your medical plan until open enrollment happens. So I'll leave a link in the description that will go to a Google Doc that has a nice little prompt that you can email your HR department once you get back to school. Again, don't do this now. Do this in August when you guys are setting up your classrooms. Let the summer be the summer. Focus on just opening up the Roth IRA and the brokerage. Our kids get $20 an hour through our family business, and because it's earned income, I require them to split the money evenly into 4 jars. So I need you guys to start thinking, not, I can't afford to be putting my money into 5 different accounts, 3 different accounts, whatever accounts you're going to be doing. I need you to start thinking, how can I put money into different accounts? And it doesn't have to be a lot. It should not break your bank. If you end up opening 2 to 3 accounts, start by putting $5 into each account each week or each month. This is dollar cost averaging. You pick a set amount of money and you pick a set interval. It could be weekly, it could be monthly. Start with $5. Just make it a habit. And then once you have a budget and how much your free cash flow is going to be, you can increase it to $10, $25, maybe even $100. As long as you're sticking to it, you're going to build your wealth and you're going to be successful. I want to give you 2 scenarios. You have just your pension, you have Social Security. Inflation keeps creeping up. Your pension and your Social Security together are no longer enough. You have to go back and sub. Think about how your students are behaving now. Think about decades from now what the students might be like. If you're in your 60s and your 70s, do you really want to be chasing some young whippersnappers around? I don't think so. Now think about the other scenario. You have a pension, you have Social Security. It's not enough. But now you have access to your Roth IRA. Now you have access to stuff that was in your rollover. Now you have access to a 403b or a 457 deferred compensation plan. Now you have access to a brokerage account which has been accumulating money over time. And even if all that isn't enough. You have access to an HSA, which can serve as another Roth IRA after a certain age. People don't know about this stuff. But again, that's why I'm here. Do you want to be in scenario A, where you only have 2 things protecting you, or scenario B? How many things did I list? 7? Which scenario do you want to be in? Life isn't checkers anymore. It's chess. You need to be thinking 5, 7, 10 moves ahead, because life can throw whatever they want at you. And here's something I just thought about. Well, that might be illegal, so never mind. If you're curious, I was gonna say, you can take all of your money and move to a different country, which is going to be double the purchasing power if you pick the right country because of the currency conversion. This is called expats. Now, I haven't looked into it completely, but I know people do this, so it can't be totally illegal. I'm going to link the how to open up a Roth IRA with the Schwab account at the end of this video. Your homework is this: open up either a brokerage or a Roth IRA after you watch that video. And then before August, I want you to open up the other account. So if you opened up your Roth IRA today, then you open up the brokerage by August, and vice versa. Next week, we're going to be talking about something so special that I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let me know if you're excited to start building your wealth. Nobody is coming to save you. I don't mean to make it sound like doom and gloom, but you're going to be in a situation that I don't want you to be in. You deserve the best. And so investing is going to help you get to another level that you've never even dreamed of in your life. And I want to help you get there. Share this with anybody who you know is in the education field, whether it's school staff or faculty. Each week, I'm going to be bringing you something relating to building your wealth. So subscribe if you're into stuff like that. And if you keep educating the future, I'm going to keep showing you how to build your wealth. And until the next one, remember to smile, because you are beautiful. Peace.